Well, we'll start because it's 9/11. We'll start with we'll start with a moment of silence for the 2,996 people that died that day. So we'll do a moment of silence on our podcast for those people. Okay.
Hmm.
So today's 9/11. It's Monday. A lot of crazy feelings today. Um,
Yes.
we just got word a little bit ago, and this isn't a news outlet, but this will be out by the time that happens. So people are going to wonder why we did or did not talk
We
about it.
didn't. Yeah.
We just got wind a couple hours ago when I got to the gym that Neil Curry had passed away. We'll get into everything in a little bit, but I wanted to start with one thing at a time here before we get fucking crazy. Um, so first of all, so 9/11 was 22 years ago.
Yeah.
You,
2001, correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you were six.
Bro, I was in the second grade, I believe.
Do you remember? So I remember that day vividly. Do you remember that
Yes.
day? Like what were you like? What went on? Like, give me what went on that
I
day.
I remember I was sitting at my desk and the teacher put the TV on, and all you see is just the towers in flames, smoke everywhere. And it's like you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like you're like, what? And probably within 15 minutes after the fact, they sent us all home. They closed the schools down. So now my mom picks me up and we're just watching it on the TV. And I remember like sitting on the couch and they had it on the TV, bro. Like one of the towers just collapsed. And you don't understand at that age, like the extent of how serious of what the fuck is happening. My mom, I just remember my mom just like,
Yeah.
and then it's just that was a very, now that I'm older, I'm like, that shit's fucking scary.
Yeah.
That's no, could you imagine like the people in New York? Like, could you imagine just, sitting in your apartment or watching TV and then all you hear is, then you walk outside to a fucking pile of smoke like that is some scary shit, man.
I was talking at the gym today. I said one of the vivid memories I have are watching the people jump out of the fucking buildings. Like, and
Oh, you know what's funny is last night, no, it's not funny, but last night me and Maria were like watching the 9/11 documentary last night.
oh yeah, dude.
And they showed the people jumping, and I'm like, and see, I didn't know that because this happened, when I was, so I don't know every detail,
Yeah, those
so I'm
people
watching that and you just see the people, and I'm like,
like
oh,
raining.
could you imagine feeling so helpless?
That's
You're
what
either
I
going to
so
burn to death, you're going to burn to death, or you need to jump out of a building. What's your cause?
so I talked
Like,
about that at the gym tonight. Me and my buddy who we were training, me and Joe were talking, and I was like, do you really just give up at that point, or do you
yeah,
just like, is there a latch because once you jump,
that's
that's
it.
like that's it. There's no like that. You're like there's no
I
50-50. Like, do
I
you
guess people
in that
rather
moment like
do
you?
that than be, lit on fire.
Oh, listen. I mean, thank God I wasn't in that situation, and I hope to never be in
Oh,
that situation. But in that situation, I'm like,
it like hurts my soul.
when you got to choose death, like when you choose jump, how bad does it have to be for you to choose jumping out of a fucking building? That's the scary part. How bad? How like the amount of panic and fear in those people before they jump? Like I just can't even fucking fathom it.
I think it's
Disgusting.
I can't like even put myself in that situation to even know what it feels like, like
No.
it's got to be the most horrifying feeling. Like, I'm gonna die right now. So do I want to die by fire or do I want to jump out of the building? Like,
Yeah.
those are your two choices. And
Those are like the things that like analogies you give your friends. Would you rather, drowned or burn to death? It's like
and
that's like
then
a real life
but now
situation.
now it's reality, right? Like,
Yeah. And
I
it's
couldn't.
it's crazy, man. And I was in history class, oddly enough, missed Professor Roman's class. He was the only survivor of the Holocaust in his family. And he just stood in front of us for 2.5 hours and talked. I had him back to back class. I had him 5 hours in one day. Um, And the first plane hit, he turned on the TV, and then he continued to teach with the TV on mute. And then the second plane hit, and that's when he was like, you guys should probably go back to your dorm rooms and call your parents and find out what's going on. And then I remember hours went by. You couldn't get in touch with anybody.
No,
I don't know if you remember that, but like I had a cell phone. I was a freshman in college, and you couldn't get in contact with anybody. The cell phone towers were just fucking flooded with phone calls and this. And
what college were you at?
I went to Western Connecticut State University.
Okay, yeah. So that's not that far.
No, dude. I was not. I was fucking 40 minutes from the city, if that.
But that's also what I was telling Marie about. Like again, I was younger, so I didn't really grasp everything. But do you know how scary it is to know like that was literally 2 hours away from where I live? Like,
bro, from where my parents live, it was not even an hour. My parents
live
in
some fucked up shit.
So my dad owned a store or a shop called Monksville Bait Sport and Tackle. It was a hunting and fishing shop. He had an archery range inside, sold tackle, bows, arrows, fishing equipment, guns, ammo. Dude, when that happened, my dad sold out of ammo in like a fucking hour because everybody in the tri-state area was like, we're going to fucking, my dad was telling me, my dad was like, people were coming into his shop and saying, we're going to fucking war, get ready. Like, that's what people thought was going on. People thought we were getting fucking attacked and like shit was popping off. But yeah, it was a scary, this is not that nothing. I don't want to say this is a positive because it's a very stretch of a positive. I was thinking today because I didn't post anything for 9/11. I was thinking about what I wanted to post or say. And I was like, I'm going to wait for tomorrow to make a post because one of the best memories I have of this country being American was the day after 9/11. Because the day after 9/11, everybody was holding doors for each other. Nobody was honking at each other on the fucking roads. Everybody was fucking nice. Everybody had it didn't matter what color, race, ethnicity, religion you were. Everybody had red, white, and blue on their cars, flags hanging outside, flags at half mast. I remember for like weeks on end, you didn't hear a fucking horn being honked on the road because nobody even wanted, like, honking a horn at that time would have seemed disrespectful due to the tragedy that occurred. And like, it took something that took almost 3,000 lives for people to get in line with the fact that like, yo, like we're all the fucking same. And then just like that, a flu happens and we're divided again. It's like, are you fucking kidding? Like, it's so sad. And I know it sounds like odd to say that there was a positive out of that, but I remember for that day, for like a good week, everybody was helping each other. Everybody was holding doors. Like, I just remember all the good came out of everybody. Like there was no bad on TV. Nobody was getting killed, robbed, raped, fucking beat on the side of the street.
Don't you feel that's just how it should be anyway?
Like, I don't listen. Between the two of us, I get a lot of hate. People hate me. I know you do. and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, no, I think I don't think there is. We could all be different, and I'm very strongly opinionated. And there's a lot of things that I don't agree that people do, but I can say that out of that side of my mouth, Nick, and out of this side of my mouth, I can also say that people shouldn't give a fuck about my opinion because I don't give a fuck about anybody else's. So I can have my opinion, and that's me. That doesn't mean just because I have my opinion, you should fucking listen to it. Because if I was you and I was doing something that somebody thought like different of, I'd be like, fuck you. You ain't me. Fuck your opinion. I literally came out with a shirt that says "fuck your opinion" on it. But it's kind of sad the amount of hate that just comes, especially the hate that's created through bullshit.
Fucked up, man.
It is. It's sad. The one time I don't bite my nails, and the one time I bite my nail because it was fucking sharp.
Bro, I can't bite my nails at all, and that's like the worst.
Is it because you bite them down so far already?
No, because I got veneers in my mouth, and I don't want to chew my nails.
Oh yeah, you got them done again, or you or
Yeah.
not again, but you told me you were gonna. How was it?
Oh, dude, I heard like so many stories. I was fine.
Is your mouth numb or does it feel weird?
No, I'm fine. Like I have nothing. Like I had some dude message me.
Smile,
It was like,
smile.
"Yeah." I had some dude message me. It was like, bro, like I had to take Advil for like a week straight just so I could eat ice cream from the center. That night, I went out and had ice cream, and I was fine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but
So did was this like a post me on Instagram and we'll give you veneers, or was this like you paid for it?
I paid for it. I paid for it.
Was it expensive? I don't know what it costs. I have no idea. I'm just asking.
I paid for. I just got the tops done. I paid like 10 grand.
Oh, okay. It's like what I pay for my hair, son. You're paying for teeth, I'm paying for hair. We're the same person.
Yeah, and I hated my teeth. I just wanted new teeth.
Why?
So
Are my teeth bad?
no, my teeth were like, I think from all the mustard and coffee, they just got a little
How's that?
discolored. And
They
you look
good?
got great teeth. And mine were like chipped up and shit from chewing my nails and chewing ice. I can't even chew ice anymore, bro.
Because of veneers?
Yeah.
I just chewed ice before.
And that was like Maria's happy because Maria fucking hates when I chew ice.
See, it's
She
so
hates
fun.
that.
A lot of people hate it, and I do it around
Yeah.
people. They're like, "Oh, can you not?" I'm like, "I love crushing ice.
Every morning I would do it, and she'd look at me and be like,
I put ice in every shake."
no, so do I. But now that I got veneers, she's like, like that morning before I got them fully done, I was like, I'm like, I'm getting it out the way now. It doesn't bother. I love ice. My favorite was like when I would go to Starbucks or even like Dutch Bros down here, and I would get my coffee filled with all like the sugar-free shit, and all that flavor gets sucked into the ice,
And
and I would just suck and chew on it. Oh, that
but
was
the
the
ice
best.
at the end when you eat it, it's like soggy ice. So
It's so good.
it's like it breaks down easier.
Oh, it's
It's
so
like a little
good.
sweet treat.
Yep. Oh, it's so good. I loved it. I loved it so much.
Dude, was our audio our audio was like fucked up.
I
Like
watched it. I didn't.
it was like fucked up out of my phone, but then I watched it somewhere else and it was fine. And I'm like, was that like a Zoom glitch? Because I
It
checked.
could have been because I didn't have. I mean, I didn't see or hear
Yeah.
any when I
People were
watched it.
complaining that like the audio was bad. Listen, guys, I'm not a tech whiz here. I
Look, we're
apologize.
no professionals. We're just having fun here.
Yeah, we're just fucking two buddies talking. Okay.
Yeah, talking that shit.
Um. Well, how is the Olympia prep?
Oh, it's good, bro. Now it's like that time where
I could tell.
the crankiness is coming. Well, not cranky, like irritable. I'm more fatigued than normal, a little tired now.
I got
But
the text today like, hey,
yeah,
moving forward.
yeah,
We got to be on time,
that's it.
regimented. Like it's
That's
either
it.
this day at this time or that's it.
Yeah. I do even like with other things, like because I'm very structural.
Yeah.
So if somebody changes time, I'm like, well, we'll do it another day. Like I plan everything accordingly to make sure everything is functioning.
Yeah.
Some say it's a bad habit, some say it's a great habit to have, but it works for me. But prep is good. We're in the low 270s right now. Training is still really, really good.
Wait, low 270s or high 270s?
Oh, high 270s. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Did you see? That's how well I pay attention because I was like, you were in the low 280s. I'm like, you will.
Yeah, no, I meant high 270s.
I
Yeah.
was like, did you see my face? I was like,
I'm like the lowest I got was 279.
okay.
So, and we're getting harder. We're like every check-in is just better.
Yeah.
Matt's very happy. I'm very happy. Maria sees me every day, so she's like, "Yo, you're getting better." So
Yeah. I'm excited, dude. Can I actually Branch called me today? We just got our Airbnb locked in because me and him are staying together. So
that's awesome.
I'll be there early on I think Wednesday I'll get there.
You get
So
Wednesday?
anything you need.
Yeah, I get there. We get there that Saturday, so
Smart.
I'll do my last leg day that Friday, And then we leave Saturday.
Yeah. Well, if you want me coming in earlier to help you with anything, you just let me know and I'll whatever you need, I got you.
Yeah.
Speaking of happy, Nathan Diasha fucking pulled off the
Crushed it.
W.
Crushed it.
Pulled off the W.
You know what's funny is I love Nathan, but so I'm going to say it anyway. I thought leading up to this show, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he can pull this off.
I
And
I
then I was watching like his little check-in photos, videos, like 1 day out, 2 day out, and I'm like, oh wow. But I also know Nathan is one of those guys. His physique can change in like minutes.
yes.
Like literally minutes. So like I was worried, like but I also know how Nathan's physique is. So I was like, he's gonna he can pull this off. Oh look, it's me.
I was staring at dead ass.
Dead ass.
Get this out of here. Who do you know who posted about it?
Everyone did. What do you mean? Check buys and tries or bodybuilders without borders.
I have such a fucking habit of hitting the space bar after everything.
I know you do. It's okay. Wow, he's got a lot of YouTube or IGs. Yeah, scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, right there's right there, right there.
This one?
Well, you click that one. That's him and Regan.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah. Nathan, in my opinion, was
people are going to look at these pictures and just for example, Nathan is definitely a foot back and is angled in these shots. So before anybody starts jumping on the fucking Nathan's smaller in these shots, these Regan is much closer to the camera and Nathan's turn. So let's stop with the he's small comments right off the fucking jump street.
Well, based off what I saw on the live and the high res pictures, I think Nathan was harder. I think Nathan was more conditioned.
It looked like Regan had a film on him.
He did. I don't know if like their peak didn't go as planned for them.
Like right down here, see it? Like especially right here.
But I also think maybe he needed a few more weeks of dieting as well. People's because look at the side, bro. Look how hard
right here.
Yes,
like just how deep those lines are.
Like Regan's in shape, right?
100%.
He's in condition, but he's not peeled.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm a conditioned guy. Like
I mean, listen, he definitely had the size over fucking Nathan. I mean, that's he definitely looked bigger.
Well, Regan has put on tremendous size, which is I'm happy for him. But I don't think the condition, like I said, I don't know if it was a peaking issue. I don't know what happened.
I mean, you can even see the cross striations out here in Nathan's legs.
Yeah. And I don't know if Regan was having stomach issues, but it looks like it was hard for him to hold poses, especially that side tricep.
What'd you think of?
I think Nathan did very well.
What'd you think of Blessing? I think Blessing.
Okay, so with Blessing, I'm friends with Cam, so like I got a lot of shots leading up to the show. And I listen, and they're both very passionate, and so is Cam. And I did feel bad because the pictures that were leading up to the show could have put Blessing, in my opinion, at third, if we're gonna say. But once he just flattens out, it's over. Like Blessing has that type of physique where he has to be full as a fucking house. Because look, you can see when he flattens out, the legs are gone. And I think that's what happened.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Because he's even on the flatter side, his upper body, even though is still blasting full. Like he just like it almost gives the illusion of like him just not having fucking legs.
Well, I think but I Blessing likes to think it was due to the extent of his prep. He thinks he was in prep too long, and his body he just thinks he looked tired.
Yeah,
which could very much be, because when he did take some time off, and he did the New York show when he won. I mean, that looked great. But I will say the pics that I received of him leading up to this show was gonna be his best by far.
Yeah, the pictures that I saw of him, and like I saw him in person, and he was so fucking impressive in person.
I know he is.
And I saw him here, and I'm like, and it was weird. It was almost like I didn't see the lines on him that I saw in person. I didn't see here, so I was like, I don't know if that's a stage lighting issue or he just was super fucking flat. And you said
No,
it
he
was
flattened out. He flattened
yeah.
out. And it's crazy because like I know he was eating a good amount of food, but he probably honestly, I don't like to resort to like dirty food,
Yeah.
but I think he probably could have benefited from like a burger and fry.
Yep. Yep. And
I was very impressed with Roman, if you want me to be honest. I think Roman,
uh
I think Roman looked great.
see, I saw a video of Roman, and I was like, I didn't know what to think
Roman
because
was third.
I know, but I can't find. Is this it?
No, check that picture.
Nope.
No, check the one on the side right there. Click out of that. The one on the side. No. Why are you scrolling? I said on the side.
This side?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay. I
Is
thought it
that?
was the other side.
Yeah, he's in. Is that him?
Yep, he's right here.
Yes. See, in my opinion, I'm sure I'll get shit for this, but I don't care. I would have arguably had him higher than Regan.
He's just so like I couldn't see.
I
There's one.
think he peaked very well for the show. I think he was full. I think he was hard. I think he was dry. Um, and I was impressed
At the
again with Regan or with
it,
Roman.
yeah, but the argument might be at the end of the day, it's bodybuilding, and Reagan is heavily muscled. I mean,
And listen,
um,
I'm all for it, right? Because I'm that guy too, right?
oh,
But
listen, I'm conditioned like you.
I
I
just
think
think
Roman looks
conditioning
insane.
conditioning has to be there.
Yeah, yep, I agree. And Roman is just like man,
Roman's
Roman
peeled.
Roman is like the white Dexter Jackson because he just is so consistent with his conditioning. He's fucking peeled all the time.
I know, I love it. I
Every
love it.
show he's peeled this guy.
I love to see it. I really do.
I
I'm
saw a
happy
video
for
of
Roman.
him. I saw a video of him and I wasn't sure what to think because I was like, I couldn't tell by the tan. And then I saw pictures later and I was like, he looks fucking
Well, that's
dicey.
the thing. Like with Regan, right? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if the peak went wrong or not. But if this motherfucker can ever just come in peeled, it's dangerous for everyone.
Yeah, if he comes in like 100%,
If he's hard, dry, great, like all the above that
yeah,
everyone wants him to be, he's gonna shut a lot of people up.
yeah, yeah. He's got such a pleasing physique and a pretty
He
physique,
does.
and he's got the look to it too. Yeah, I mean, but listen, he hadn't been. When's the last time he competed? 2 years ago.
I guess, yeah, because he took all of last year off. He didn't do
Yeah,
that.
I think if he just nails the peak and just dries it out, he'll look great.
Well, he's doing Spain, right? So we'll see how he does in Spain.
Milos will dry him out right.
Well, he didn't do it right for this one.
No, I'm saying if he got it, if it didn't work here, I'm sure Milos knows what not to do for the next time. So hopefully they corrected it.
And I think Nathan's doing Spain too.
Nathan loves the fucking round robin. These motherfuckers.
Nathan just loves to compete. I love it. I love it.
Listen, if you're
mentally, I can't. Like I'm a 1-2. Take some time. But if you're one of those guys that can just roll, and physique, just gets better or whatever, kill it. I have no issues with somebody just rolling in and dominating every show. I think it's awesome.
Listen, if they're back-to-back weeks and all you got to do is take a little bit of Dizai to collect 10, 15 grand, I'm sign me up.
Why the fuck not, right?
A couple more coats of protein don't hurt nobody.
No. Nope.
Speaking of competing in protein and bodybuilding, man, Neil Currey, huh?
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Like, holy
what's crazy
shit.
is the first time I met him was the year he won the New York Pro. I think it was not last year, but the year before.
Okay.
Or it might have been last year.
In Classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I went up there. And when he won, he got off stage and he was just so excited to meet me. Like he was thrilled to meet me, get a picture. And he was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And, I hate these type of stories because I've been down that road where, you know, mentally you feel like it's over.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you have, but to paraphrase, I heard it was suicide. So
Yeah.
people understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And knowing I was down that road, and it's like to feel so helpless, like you can't seek out for help or reach out to people. Like I've been there, and it fucking sucks,
Yeah.
And it's like I said, me and him weren't like friends, but if he would have just reached out to me or anyone, man, like, and it sucks to just be in that position where you feel like it's over,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like the same thing we were talking about before about the jumping out of the building.
Yeah,
You know, you kind of feel
oh,
like that's like the end of
that's
the
the only
road, you
choice.
know? Yeah, I met Neil for the first time. I think I met Neil the first time was at the Dragon's Lair. And
Yeah,
we
yeah,
chopped it up a bit and great and humble and nice and
he
we
is.
messaged back and forth a few times. Um very, very nice guy. I think he was with his girlfriend, or I don't know if he's married, but I think it
Yeah,
was his girlfriend
this is his
at the
girlfriend.
time. And yeah, it sucks, man. It especially, anybody that watches these podcasts or follow us, like, there is a lot of resources out there to help you guys out. And if you guys don't, I have people that reach out to, me and you all the time and reference me and you in the podcast and how much they like it. And no different than we were on Bro Chat, like how many people, said, you guys have changed my life and saved my life.
Yeah,
Like, listen, if you guys are watching it and you're watching the podcast, like, if you don't feel like you have anybody to reach out to me or Nick. Like, send us
seriously.
a message, video call us on IG. Like, I don't know, but that feature is turned on mine. Um, but no, send us a DM. Like, I do try to get to every DM. I don't,
I do too.
but I really do try to. It's not easy. There's if you get 1,000 DMs a day and you only get to 100 a day, you're gonna get
Yeah,
backed up. So we try to do our best. But leave it in the comment section somewhere. Say check your DMs. I need help. Put it out in the comment on one of our posts so we see it. Um,
yeah,
we'll definitely see it if it's there. But
yeah,
don't ever think there's not somebody there to listen, because even when you don't think there's anybody there, there'll still be somebody that will lend an ear. And if you don't think there's anybody, me and Nick will take the time to listen. So please don't
sure.
ever feel helpless, because it's a shitty position, to be in.
It
And
is.
when like that, you're stuck between a rock and a hard spot.
What are you drinking there, bud?
What?
What are you drinking there?
So, through my eyes. It's my Bolero, bro.
You're
It's
who?
so it's Bolero. It's an Italian based company, and it's called Bolero, Bolero, and they make these like crazy, crazy, crazy drink flavors.
What
Like,
is it? Water, like flavored
it's just
water?
flavored water, but it's Crystal Light. But dude, when I tell you, like, their blueberry tastes like a fresh, like they have a carrot and orange one, and it tastes like a fresh carrot you pull out of the ground. It does,
Really?
it's crazy. Yeah, they got some of the most,
It's from
like,
Italy?
the company, the owner apparently is, or
Yeah.
whatever. But they send me a bunch of these flavor packets. I post them once in a while on my story. So they're awesome. I drink them. It's in my container in my fridge all
That's
day.
awesome. That's awesome.
But so well, you text me something about buying something. Am I allowed to talk about that?
About buying something.
Yeah, you said, well, I might be buying a blank in the thing with me, Justin, and Jose. You said, well, I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't care. So I finally got approved for a loan. So the house is basically ours. So we're trying to move the closing date up, but closing date is October 6th, I believe.
Where's the house?
5 minutes from where I'm at now.
Okay.
Did I
Of
tell you the story? Do you want to hear the story?
course.
Listen to this. This is a funny story.
Listen up.
So I think it was 2 days prior to us actually going to go look at a house. It's late at
Okay.
night. It's late at night. Everyone knows, especially me in prep, you become spenders. So I'm on the phone, I'm on the internet, and I'm looking at Ferraris.
You're, my God, this kid.
Listen, so Maria, she glances and she's like, no. And I'm like, I'm just looking, chill out. So she's like, you should invest your money in buying a house. And I'm like, well, that's not a bad idea. So 2 days later, we hit up the realtor, our realtor guy that helped us get this one that we rented. And we found one that was like 5 minutes from here.
Okay.
Okay, but they had a couple other ones that were ready to be purchased in the same area. So we looked at all of them, right? And there was one in particular I really liked, Maria really liked, and the guy tells us, he's like, oh, and by the way, the furniture in here stays, so it's yours if you want it. And we're like, cha-ching. So
What
that's the one
did the price increase because of the furniture?
barely, like, dude, $5,000,
And it was fully
fully furnished,
so
literally.
wow. Was it like good, like quality shit?
Oh my, bro! Honest to God, like, because Maria was looking, like, we're trying to research some of it. There's a good average 50K worth of furniture in there,
Phew.
at
Pool?
least,
Pool?
huh?
Pool?
Nah, no pool. I don't need a pool.
Really? In Vegas? It's so fucking hot, bro.
Listen, I'll be honest, bro. I lived in Jersey. I mean, granted, it's not hot in Jersey, but like when it was, and I never went my own pool.
Really?
No, I don't like this. I don't really like to get wet. I'll be
I
honest
no
with you.
no. It's I don't need a pool either, but I feel like if I was
And
at a pool
honestly, it's
that
just a lot
high,
more. It's just a lot more to take care of. I don't want that shit.
those saltwater pools that motherfuckers get now, you ain't got to do shit.
That's true. That's true. But it's really nice. It's brand new. It was literally built in 2020.
That's awesome.
No one has lived in it because it was a model home and they just put it out to buy.
Well, that means there's no bad stories or deaths or fucking anybody
No, so
haunting
when
you.
we had what do they call it? Inspectors go and look at it, whatever. There was some
All
like
good.
it's fine. There was just some minor painting issues, whatever. So we're just gonna have them go and fix the paint. And that's
Okay.
really was it.
Painting issues up for an inspection?
Yeah, well, because they looked at the whole house and they were like they could tell like some of the painting like dried out a little bit or something.
Was
So
it painting or was it the fact that they saw like there might be possible like water damage from a pipe and they had to
no, there was
check?
no water damage. It was just a painting thing.
Really?
So I'm like, yeah, we'll fucking repaint it. I'll take a fresh
Um,
coat of paint.
so me and Joe were talking. So, well, do you want to? I want to ask what's the going price for the house, but I don't know if you want to share that. Like, what is the?
No, I don't give a shit. It was $650.
That's not bad.
No,
That's great.
yeah. That's
Fucking
that
awesome.
was in my price range. Like I wanted to stay around 500-600 if I'm gonna be honest. And this one was, I was just a little bit more, but it was literally to buy right now. It's fully
Yeah.
furnished. We both loved it, so I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's nice to have something that is ours, you know.
You'll enjoy it too, especially the fact that it's newer and it's more modern. Like when I moved in here, this house was built in '78. Granted, there were people here before me, and there was multiple families. Like there was not just them. There was obviously probably one or two more families prior to them. But I did a lot of fucking remodeling in this house. Like I ripped a lot of shit out, put new
Yeah, see,
shit in.
there's not much to do for that one.
Like if I ever do it again, I do not want to do that shit again, bro. Because let me tell you something. Having to wait for like,
Have you ever thought about just like having your own house built?
yeah, yeah. If I sell this, I want to move to Texas.
I know you do, fucker.
And my goal is to I keep saying it, but the reason why it keeps changing is because the world changed. First, when I wanted to move, it was COVID, so everything fucking shut down, was at a standstill. Nobody was selling shit. And then I started looking again, found some things I liked, and then the interest rates went fuck all through the fucking roof. So it's like I haven't had an opportunity where I could buy, sell in a now, obviously you're never going to buy and sell in a perfect market, but right now what I could get for my house versus what I can get in Texas and this and that, it's like, my house would probably sell in the 8+ range, 850.
The one you have now.
Yeah, I live on a decent. You've seen my house, and I live on a
Yeah.
decent lot of land. So my realtor said she thought easily 8 to 850 I could get for this house, which is great.
Yeah.
Um, but
How much
I
did you pay for it?
it appraised for 5.25. I got it for 480.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's doubled.
Oh, it's yeah. Well, I put about you got to figure it appraised. I put 100 down. I put 120 down, but 20 of it went to fucking closing costs. So I
Yeah,
actually only
yeah.
mortgaged three. I only mortgaged 380. I probably owe about 330, 315 on it, being here just under 7 years. But I probably put about 200 into this house, dude. I did all new windows, doors, frames,
Yeah, so
floors,
yeah.
California closets, like the deck, the wraparound patio, like just the 22 new windows.
But you
Gutted
put the
both new
work, you put the work
bathrooms.
in.
Yeah, both bathrooms are gutted. Fucking heated floors in my room. The closet was redone. The shoe closet was redone. The basement is completely fucking redone, and got California closets and all the fucking office shit in there. But I've done a lot of shit. This fucking new gutters,
So,
downspouts, fucking you name it, it's been done. I put the patio in the back, so hopefully when I sell this fucking sells for a pretty penny, so I make out. But I would go to Texas, but it's all the houses I was looking at in Texas 2 years ago that were like 6, 7, 8, 900,000 are now 1.4, 1.5, 1.6.
bro,
And it's
bro,
just like, it's fucking
how
insanity.
much? What's like the most you want to spend?
I don't want at what interest rate? Like so I have a 3.025 on my house, right now.
Okay.
So if I had if I got let's say my house sold for 850, right? I owe 8 or 330 on it. So 330 less of 8, you're looking at around, 4-ish in change. Then you got fees, this and that. So I'll probably walk away like 350, maybe a little more in cash. So even if I got like a $900 fucking or a $900,000 house and put $350,000 down and mortgaged, 550, I wouldn't care because the mortgage would be approximately the same as I'm paying now, but at a 7% interest rate, it would be fucking insanity. So it's like that's where I'm like, I'm not doing that because it's a waste for me because I would pay such a high price in the cost of the house and what I would pay my monthly payment. I'm paying that here already at a 3%. Why am I going to go pay that at a 7%? At a double the mortgage. So it's
I
like,
get it. Yeah.
um, but so that's like you're staying there. You think you're going to be there for quite some time then?
Yeah, I love it here, man.
Yeah.
I do. I think, the environment here is great. I love that there's more than one season. I mean, obviously it doesn't snow like crazy, but it does get pretty fucking cold here.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just like when it's just hard to explain. Like I feel at home. I love like I don't like going to the strip, but I do like going to the strip. If me and Maria want to go shopping once in a while. There's malls everywhere. Obviously that sounds stupid because there's malls everywhere no matter where you go. But it's just the feeling is just different. I
Yeah.
just enjoy it.
Do you have well, you're kind of in your routine now. You have like probably the guy that gives you like your masseuse, your home gym, or the place
Yeah,
you
like
like
I
to
have
eat. And
Karen, who's one of the best in Las Vegas. I go to her every Thursday now, around like 11:30 a.m. And then Thursdays, now that it's early, which I prefer anyway. So now, like me and Maria have the rest of the day to kind of just, if we want to, just walk around somewhere, go see a movie, whatever the case is.
yeah,
Um, and then I kind of leave the weekends open just for me and her because especially with Matt, I don't know. We usually have the date nights, so I don't know when he's
yeah,
going to take that away. But Friday, that's usually when we do it, so I don't like to do anything like that. And then Saturdays, even though we went to the movies this on Thursday, we usually go to the movies on Saturday nights. And then Sunday, it's like our chill day, but like we'll still just kind of get out of the house and go do something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
And personally, I enjoy it because I love doing things with Maria. Like
yeah.
she's my person, but it's just also a way to just get away from
Yeah. The
bodybuilding for
routine.
a few days, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Man, for me, like I like my peace and quiet. Like instead of going out to like the mall, I rather just go. I know it sounds fucking dumb as hell, but like instead of going to the mall, I rather go in the back and like fucking chill in my garden and fucking weed or fucking cut
Yeah,
the,
I mean, I don't mind that neither.
like I just like if I like being
If I
outside.
was alone, I would probably do that instead.
Yeah.
But now, that me and Maria just, we mesh very well. Like I like to do shit
Yeah.
with her. Yeah,
Yeah.
like any opportunity that I get where like, okay, I'm not training today, I don't got this going on. I'm like, what do you want to do? You
Yeah.
know? Did
Is
she
she
know that the closer I'm going to get to a show, like
the
that's going to
less
fade
that's gonna
out
happen?
for a few weeks, So I try to take advantage of it while I can right now.
Yeah. Does she normally throw out the ideas or you're the fucking guy that's coming up with the ideas?
I throw out the idea. I'm like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Like yesterday, we did some shopping. We went to a mall and she said she wanted a pair of New Balances.
Oh, I saw she got her first pair of dad shoes.
No, I did. I
Oh,
did.
you did.
Yeah. So I said, okay, let's go to this outlet or whatever, which we'd never been to. So we went, and it was a dope ass fucking place. I ended up buying
Really?
a pair of Air Maxes. Yeah, we didn't find any New Balances for her at this specific outlet, so she was more than too
Oh,
happy.
really?
Um, but she was hungry, so like we were there for about like I'd say about 2 hours. We came home, we ate, and then she was like, babe, I can just get them off the web, like off StockX or something. I'm like, no, no, no. Like, you need to try fucking shoes on. Like, I'm not,
I know.
like, you
Unless they're like
need to,
Jordans and you know your size specifically,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you got to
yeah.
try them
But
on.
I'm like, you need to fucking try. So she's like, okay, well, there's this Nike outlet somewhere, whatever. And so we went to this other mall, and that's where she got her pair, and I got my pair. Um, and I'm like, cool, we got succeeded. And she ended up buying a pair of Air Forces.
I never had Air Force, and I never even had retro ones until recently, till I got a pair from Impossible Kicks from Johnny.
Yeah.
Because I don't like I actually and I have them and I never wore them.
Listen, I love Jordans, bro, but like I'm all about my comfort now. Like in those New Balances, as much shit as I talked on them motherfuckers,
Now, do you
those
have
are
Crocs?
so comfortable. Oh, I love Crocs. I don't have
Oh,
a
you
pair,
do.
but yes, they're comfy as
Why?
shit.
Why? Wait. Why do you love them and not have a pair?
Well, because I did and I lost them. I just never got another one.
Maybe I'll. What size are you?
12.
Hmm, okay.
I have I wear my Easy flip flops. Those are comfortable as fuck, bro. And
I have
another
a
pair.
question. I
What?
have a pair of Yeezy slides, but they're like two sizes bigger than my foot because like I couldn't get my foot in them.
I have to like push my way through a little bit.
No,
But they
I
fit.
think that mine size. I think I have a 12 and my foot's a 10, 10 and a
You
half.
can't fit.
No, now it fits in a 12, but I couldn't, dude. My buddy had a 10. I'm like, dude, I can't even get my foot in these.
Really? See, I
Yeah.
have a 12 and I wear a 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't know. Very,
But
very.
I'll tell you this, another pair of Air Maxes are very comfortable.
My favorite pair of Nikes are the Air Max 360 TNs, the one that's got like, they got those like little wiggly stripes on them.
Yeah, yeah, they're good.
Those are my favorite shoes ever. I think they're the most comfortable. I'm starting to run more now. And I'm like trying to like I bought a pair of Brooks and I like went running the other day and then I
Yeah.
ended up running like a fucking hour. Not
Well, see,
not
I'm not running, but that's why I bought a pair of New Balances because like if I do the treadmill and Jordans, my shin splints, like I'm fucking, I can't do it.
I don't even, dude.
Yeah,
With
so I
all
bought
the
the New Balances and I did them. I did a treadmill this morning, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
dude, even with all the shoes that I have, I've never done cardio with my Jordans. I
I
have
do that
fucking a
too.
pair of Under
I'm that
Armours.
idiot. I'm that idiot.
Really?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, I'm
I have
that
like a
dude.
pair of like Brooks and I have a pair of like Under Armour shoes that I wear for cardio. Like I have my cardio shoes downstairs on the treadmill or by the Stairmaster.
Really?
That, yeah, dude, that's brutal on you,
When you
dude.
do stairs, do you do them in shoes or barefooted?
Shoes or Crocs.
Crocs, yeah.
Yeah. I like to just slide them on and go.
Bro, I don't know if you how much you pay attention to the internet, but they came out with Shrek Crocs. I want to get that pair.
Shrek Crocs.
Yeah, they look epic.
Oh, I don't know why. I always grab my phone when I can just go to my fucking share screen. What is it? Hold on.
Yeah, just go to Google. I'm sure they'll show up on Google.
What are you laughing at?
Because they're just badass, bro.
Shrek?
Yeah, Crocs. There they are.
They fucking it's the first thing that comes up when you type Shrek.
Look at them bad boys.
That's amazing.
The first pair though. The first pair, yeah.
This,
The first pair, yeah, the first pair.
bro, are you fucking
Bro, I'm a Shrek fan, so that's epic to me.
bro? $300 per.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
I'm gonna get you these.
for 879.
Dude, that's
funny.
crazy
I
that they
know, bro.
fucking cost that much.
And they're probably no different than the ones for 879 you just showed me.
What about these ones? Can I get you
I'd
these
rock
instead?
them. I'd wear them.
Shrek, I want to see if they're on Amazon and how much they're going for. Did you look?
No, I didn't look on Amazon.
Hold on, let's figure this out.
I kind of like the purple ones right there.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think they make men's Crocs in size 12.
Well, they fucking better. And that's another thing about Vegas. Like, there's a specific store for everything.
They're not even on here. Is there Croc there? Is it they have their own Croc store?
Yeah, bro.
These are fucking
New
rad.
Balance store, a Crocs store, a this store, that store. Like,
You're talking about on the strip, you're saying.
no, even any off the strip, off the strip.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to the strip all the times I've been to Vegas, I've been to the strip one time.
We only go to the strip like if we go to the shopping, and we went to the strip when we went out to dinner once. See, Barry's is not on the strip.
Okay.
But I keep forgetting the fucking name of the restaurant we always go to. But it's she's in a meeting. It's nice. It's like Barry's, just a little cheaper. That's all.
But it's another steakhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
So no more Cheesecake Factory then. That's in second in command.
Well, see what Mary fucked that up. So when she took me out to dinner for my birthday to Barry's, and I lost, almost 2 pounds, Matt doesn't like to change. So he's like, Barry's again, Barry's again, Barry's again.
Oh, so he actually picks it for you.
Well, he's very consistent. So it's like whatever we did that worked, do it again. And then do it again. And then do it again. So I'm the same way. Like, even though Barry's is a little costly, I'm like, fuck it. Like, it's what we do now.
I'm invoicing you at the end of this fucking prep for all these fucking
that's
mandatory Barry fucking dinners.
That's a pretty bill right there.
What was speaking Matt being so consistent? Does Matt track things like macros, like fats, carbs, proteins, or is he more like this is what you're eating, this amount of ounces or grams, and that's it?
Well, yeah, it goes by grams. So
no, but I'm saying, but does he track it? Like, do you know how many carbs you're eating a day?
No, I don't. Like, I don't know the total protein. I don't know the total fat. I don't know the total amount of carbs.
Well, here, settle this debate between Joe and one of my buddies because he's asking me because he's at the gym. He's asking me, Joe.
Tell Joe to fuck off.
You want me to text him and say Nick said to fuck off?
Yeah,
he said ask about protein intake per day because him and my buddy Chris.
We do 8 ounces a meal.
He said curious when you were growing and Matt was coaching you.
My protein never changes.
So your protein is always roughly 8 ounces.
Yeah, it never changes.
Never changes.
High day, low day, moderate, whatever. That's the only thing that does not change.
Now, what about now the day of and before the show? My protein intake's normally
Oh
a
well,
little
yeah,
low.
yeah, that.
Okay,
But
okay. I
I'm
was just I
talking
was
just
just asking.
well, that's obvious.
Well,
Yeah,
you'd be surprised, bro.
like I'd say like a day or two before the show, protein's like 112 grams. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
like
low.
3 or 4 ounces,
Yeah, low.
which is for me nothing. So
Yeah, I downloaded that My Fitness Pal fucking thing.
is it?
I got sucked into it,
How you like
and
it?
it's so fucking mind fucking me because like it
It
says
counts everything, right?
I eat like a lot of protein. And then it's like at the end of the day, it's like you still need 100 grams of sugar. You still need fucking 80 grams of fat. You still need fucking.
Uh,
I'm like,
you get
Jesus
all your protein in
Christ.
though, so that's good.
That dude, my protein, I'm in the negative, meaning like I overeat the protein.
And how much do you eat? You know?
I was doing 6 ounces. Now I dropped it to 5. I'm fucking losing it.
Holy shit, bro!
Um, so any other new news in the life of Nick Walker?
Nah, man. You know, we're just cruising along. I kind of embrace that everyone is counting me out as far as
Oh,
my high
Tyler,
placing in the
shout out
Olympia.
to Tyler Mannion.
Oh, he tied the knot.
He tied the knot. The old ball
Congrats,
and chain.
Tyler.
Yep.
But I'm embracing the fact that a lot of people are thinking I'm gonna drop placing at the Olympia. So it's nice. I enjoy it.
Oh, I missed something then.
No, it's just every comments I read, you miss nothing.
Oh, where? On your posts?
Guy everywhere, guy. Like
Guy. A
you're
guy.
you're
Listen,
like, where, bro? Like,
what,
where, there's no
first
specifics.
of all, I'm just wondering, like, if there was like a specific post said, like, because I
No, it's just
usually see
in general.
comments
Like,
and shit.
oh, everyone's like, Samson's gonna place one or second, Derek's gonna be one, Hani's gonna be that, and then there's Nick. Oh, he'll be lucky if he gets top 6 this year. I'm like, okay, bro.
How do you go from like winning an Arnold, taking third at the Olympia to being not talked about?
Well, they think because these, the taller guys, are making their way through, and it's like, how many more fucking times do I gotta like prove myself? I'm just gonna keep doing it, and I don't like.
You got
I
to just
love it. Like I
treat
don't.
them like bowling pins, bro. Just set
It
them up and
doesn't.
knock them down.
Yeah, it doesn't trigger me in a negative. I enjoy it. I'd rather be doubted and then shock everyone than have everyone pat me on the back before I get on stage.
Yeah. I don't, but going off of what you said, it's like you've been to this rodeo before and people have said the same things. And you know what it is? It's almost like when you're one of the best in the world, they will find any reason for you to fucking not be good or for
Yeah,
people to
but
be better.
I've
Just
just
for the
learned like
curse.
it's funny. Like I think it's very humorous. And
Life
I don't
is
I just use it as fuel. Like, okay, cool. I said I was third at the Olympia. Watch me work. Keep watching me work, man. Like we're golden over here. And this has been, knock on wood, like a really good prep so far. So
I don't think I think people the problem I think that people think you have and this is I obviously know this isn't true is that I think the term when people look at you because you're not super tall but you're fucking huge. I think people go, "Oh, he's maxed out. He can't get any more improved. That's the best he's going to be because." And I think that's where people kind of forget that you you've been maxed out for 3 years and have changed 3 years in a row. So clearly,
more than that, people thought I was maxed out in 2018.
exactly. So it's like, I think people forget that as maxed out as you are, you can be maxed out, but keep changing and keep fucking like slowly growing or slow increments or
If you have to also remember, muscle maturity still has to kick in for me.
you're
You
not even
understand what I'm saying?
30.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's still like that mature muscle that's not there yet.
You got that baby muscle. You don't have that like gnarly graininess to you where you
Yeah, that's
should.
why I'm like, okay, bro.
And you know what's funny though is that if you look in the lineup, you and Derek are two of the youngest fucking dudes
Yeah, I mean, Derek are pretty, I think, the same age.
because Samson's in his late 30s. I think Brandon's in his 40s. Hottie's gotta be 30.
Yeah, late 30s at
Yeah,
least.
late 30s. Who else was up there?
I mean, Andrew's in his 40s.
Is he really? I thought he was like 38 or
I,
37.
I heard he's in his 40s, but
Oh. But yeah, so you guys, you guys will still be
Hunter's still very young.
no, well, I was just talking about the guys that were, yeah, well, Hunter last year, yeah. Um, Hunter's what the shit.
I think 31 or
Yeah,
32.
he's in his early 30s. So yeah, you guys are going to be at the chopping blocks for a while,
That's what
going
I'm
at it
saying. I'm
before,
like,
So,
I'm like, okay, guys, we'll see it though.
uh, but I wanted to just touch one more second on something you said earlier. You don't have to get into it if you don't want to.
Yeah, go
when,
ahead.
when we because I think we kind of breezed over and I hate going back to this shit. I really fucking do. But I just think sometimes it's just not talked about enough. Um, what was it the thing that when we were talking earlier, you don't have to get super specific about, when you were in that place and was it a lifestyle thing? Was it because of where you were in life? Was it a relationship? Was it a bodybuilding thing? Because I think we've all right, like this is the way I view mental health, right? It's I feel like as a human, we all have the ability to go through the different emotions in life, whether it's sad, happy, depressed, miserable, good day, bad day, breakup, death. Like there's
Yeah,
all different emotions that we have to interpret as human beings. But when the problem is when you get stuck on one emotion, you can't come out of that. That's where the rabbit hole comes from, because you get stuck in that one emotion, you can't pull yourself out of it. Now, I think it's okay to be there for a little bit. I think it's okay to be depressed. I think it's okay to be sad. I think it's okay to be mad and angry and all those things, because I think that all is what helps you evolve as a human and gives you your personality of who you are and your character and your morals. But I've never been in a now I've been in a place where I've been depressed, but not in a place where I ever questioned if I wanted to be alive or not. So
yeah,
for
it's
me,
scary.
for me to be empathetic on something that I can't say I've done, I made the comment like I just want to fucking blow my brains out. I swear to God, like this is not.
Yeah, but like
That's my point. Like, have I said those one-liners,
of course.
and have I had fucking days where I was so upset that I was driving my car that I'm like, I just want, like in my head, I'm like, I just
Want
want
to
to
just go
fucking
off a bridge right now?
I just want to drive my car into a telephone pole. Like, yes,
Yeah,
for me to sit here and say that's never happened or crossed my mind. Yes, but it crosses my mind. I pull myself out of it and I'm back to reality, because I'm like, okay, the latter of those two are not what I want. I want to be here, even if it's a bad day or a
right.
bad week, a bad month, a bad year. I'd rather my 2 feet still be on this ground.
Oh, it's funny. My mom. We talked about the Neil Currey thing today,
Oh, okay.
and she goes, "If you ever need to talk to me and your father, do not hesitate." And she also said, "Remember one thing: when things seem to be bad in your life, they're not that bad. Honestly, she's like, there are people that are much worse than you. So when things seem like they're that bad, it's really not that bad."
Yeah.
And it resonates. And it's like, to go back to me, it's if I'm going to be 100% honest, like why I went to that dark place in terms of a couple years ago, I don't know. I think because I used to be fine. Like I used to handle pressure fine. I used to be able to handle everything fine. And I think, like I said, I want to say it was the quick top rise to the top that I had. And I guess I didn't expect it. And I also didn't know how to handle it. So, with the pressure that came with it, I think I self induced like triple the amount of the pressure on top of it instead of kind of
Now, just to
enjoying.
reiterate, this was right after your top five finish at the O.
Well, yeah, yeah.
That was your first Olympia, right? This is when
Yeah.
this. Okay.
And because, and I wanted to win that Olympia. So now, like, I'm kind of just walking around with a chip on my shoulder the whole time. Me and Matt were button heads a lot. And I wanted to do that Arnold. I'm like, fuck it. I'm still in shape. I want to do this Arnold. I can win it. I see who's in this lineup. And Matt's like, no, like you need a break. I want you to relax. I want you to chill. And I grew a chip on my shoulder. We had a couple falling outs. Obviously, we split, and I just kind of felt like, you know, I was just going. I just went like this, straight down. And with the type of feelings that I was going, I didn't know how to get out of it. I really didn't. So I literally battled with that, pretty much for the rest of the year. Even when I was with Hostile the whole time, I was battling even with through that, even though I was, portraying I was fine. And I think it was, when me and Matt finally got back together, that's when I was like, okay, like we cooled our shit. Let's see what we can do. And honestly, Maria helped a lot.
Yeah.
We were dating throughout that whole thing when it all went down.
Yeah.
Like she was there from the very start. So me and her had, a shit ton of ups and downs, especially being in a distant relationship at the time.
Yeah.
We didn't even know if we were going to make it. But she held strong. I held strong. And then, when she came down that 1 week before, we came to Vegas, that was kind of just when I realized, like, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
I got Matt's in my corner again. This girl is literally all in. And I said, I don't need to be like this anymore,
Yeah.
And I realized, like, even with bodybuilding, it's obviously the end goal is to win Olympias, more Arnolds, right?
Yeah.
But I had to come to terms with I'm not the one that judges. I can't dictate the winner. My job is to come in better than what I did last year. And whatever happens is going to happen. And, enjoy life. Is there always going to be that self-induced pressure? Yeah, you're in the limelight, everyone's talking shit, making videos, whatever. It's there. It's not going to walk away. But I've learned to just kind of handle it better. But I think why I was able to handle that better, it allowed me to handle just my life in general better.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like with bodybuilding, it's like everything comes down to everything. Like once,
Yep.
because the way I look at it, bodybuilding is a very disciplined sport, right? You have to be, and I think it teaches you kind of how to be in life a little bit. And I felt like once I was able to handle certain things better in bodybuilding, it allowed me to handle certain things better in life.
Yep.
And that's, with me and Maria, we're great. I've learned to communicate better. I've learned to, be more open to things more. And I just think while it made me a better person, it made me a better bodybuilder
Yeah.
as well. And it's like, do I have my days? I mean, yeah. I mean, come on.
We all do.
It's normal to say I don't. It's fucking retarded. But I have learned to just kind of say it's okay.
Yeah. That's so me and Sean, when I hashtag SAW, that's smile and wave. So that was mine and Sean's hashtag. And that's kind of like that. If you remember about Roden, he never showed emotion. I think the most emotion
No.
I saw from Sean was when he won the O,
Yeah,
when
that was it.
and he just went like that and he just put his hands up. But that he was somebody that taught me that it doesn't matter what happens on stage, whether they give you fucking dead last or they give you dead first, you end it the same every time, like this.
Smile wave.
Island wave, and you walk the fuck off and you handle it elsewhere. You don't handle it in front of your fans. You don't handle it in front of fucking people. You always put on the facade that you're good.
Yeah.
Because people don't, behind what happened behind fucking closed doors happens behind closed doors. And the pressure thing, this is what I say to people about fucking pressure when they feel pressure from others or they feel like they're being, people are hating on them or the comments. It's like the best part about the people that give you pressure or that hate on you or that leave the nasty comments or make you feel certain ways, they can't do what you fucking do. And that's what I always used to tell myself. I'm like, and it happens. I get people hating on me. I'm retired, but you know what? I look at it like, you know what? Half them motherfuckers still wouldn't be able to handle my routine that I do now at 41. And I'm fucking old and retired, and my body's banged up, and I can still so for me, it's like, I look at that shit and I'm like, if you think I care that you took your own time to tell me how much you hate me, like, you just wasted your time and you don't get that back. So you can hang on me as much as you fucking want. You're
I
wasting
agree
your
with
time on me. So I'm winning at the end of the day if you're wasting all that fucking time yipping and yapping to me. Because the one thing that I preach, and that's the reality of what we were talking about, is that 100 years on this earth, if you live to be 100, ain't a long fucking time.
No.
It ain't. I'm 40 years old, dude. I got one foot on fucking banana peel and one in the casket. I'm on the back nine of my life. If I live to be 80, if me and you were smacking fucking hands at the Olympia when I'm 80 years old, we will be lucky, because I probably ain't going to make it to 80. But if I do, it will be a fucking godsend. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not here for a long time. So, like, enjoy the fucking moments, like, have fun. And when shit gets bad, like, one thing that I've learned, I've said it to you too, from in the beginning of a relationship. One thing you got to do is life. A lot of times, the people that are in bad spots are the people. A lot of times when you got to be honest with yourself. And I see a lot of people that are in spots because they're depressed because they're in a marriage that they don't want to be in, or they're in a relationship they don't want to be in, or they're at a job that they don't want to be at, or they're somewhere in life, and it's like, your happiness is the most important thing. And I don't care if you have family, or that if you are not happy, everything in the pecking order of your life is not going to be 100. I don't care if you have kids. If you are giving yourself 100%, everything below you is going to have less than 100% of what it should. So you got to start with making yourself happy. And sometimes you got to make hard decisions, and whether it's cut people out of your life, or move, or break up, or get a divorce, or just make a fucking drastic change. Sometimes it takes that to change your life. But the one thing that should never, and it should never be in the back of anybody's mind, is taking their own life. And we've seen it way too many times. And today to go to the gym and get to the gym, and I literally opened up my phone when I walked into the gym and put my bag on the windowsill, and to see that, it's almost like, how do I even am able to work out and even have focus when I know that this kid that I've spoken to and watched on stage just fucking took his life not long ago. It's like, it sucks.
Sad, man.
And then everybody else around you has to suffer. And I know that sounds maybe selfish to say, but that's, if you guys ever, that crosses your mind, think about what you're leaving behind, and the fucking, the damage control that has to be done when this happens, because of all the people that hurt because of what you did. So, people always say that taking your life is a selfish act. And, I hate saying that, but man, it's kind of like, only if he just said something to somebody and somebody knew, and it just sucks,
Yeah.
I feel for Ben, because, Ben had, Luke that took his life years back. And, I mean, he was on Hostel, so all the guys over there, I mean, he was part of their crew. So it's just a sad day, for those guys. And, our prayers are with all the friends and family of Neil Currey. And man, it's especially on 9/11, like a day where the world had its biggest tragedy. You add another tragedy to it with a 34-year-old, great bodybuilder taking his life. It's just horrible.
I know.
So I just want to give like my condolences to the friends and family, and try to, let's end on a little better note than the morbid stuff we've been talking about today. But I think it was important. I think that stuff needs to be spoken about. And I know they're shitty podcasts to have, and it's boring to talk about, and it's not something that I was even considering talking about today. But I can't predict the shit that happens, nor can you. So sometimes we had this podcast scheduled, and this is kind of in the moment thing. So it is what it is. So we put a little thing together and we got some questions for you guys. And I'm gonna read some of these off. And I already see a lot of Neil Currey comments already, and I just opened this up. So actually, you know what we could do? Why am I pulling up on my phone, Nick? You know, this is our podcast. When
Yeah,
I'm
the laptop, bro. The laptop, bro.
Thanks, you fucking crock feet.
Uh,
All right, let's end. Let's end on a better note. Since we're talking about morbid shit all fucking day, now I got to go to. It looked like Derek was taking a poop.
yeah, right. Yeah, let's answer a couple. Someone's feeding time.
Yeah, we got. You said till 9:30. I'm already. I'm already. You said an hour and a half max. I'm on it, bro. I'm already. You think I'm fucking? I got you. Kidding me? I'm already. I'm. When I told you I'm good, bro, I'm good.
I'm good, bro.
Oh shit. Okay. People always make fun of my skills on here because they're like, I love watching a guy do tech, but it's not. I don't do. I don't. I'm not on Instagram on my computer. I'm on it on my phone. So when I'm on my computer, I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I clicking?
Who cares?
All right. The crazy thing is, these
Are
pics are
to
to scale. What the fuck? Fucking Joe. Fucking leave it to fucking Tragilli to be fucking stupid.
Yeah, fucking
My
Shajili.
my husband started spending a lot of time with his friends from childhood who I never met or heard of before. Sometime last month, I just woke up and asked to see his phone to check the time. He handed it to me and it opened into WhatsApp where I discovered he had been sending naked photos of himself to someone. When he realized he handed, I hope this is like a joke. When he handed me his unlocked phone, he pounced me, snatched his phone back, and smashed it on the floor. But I'd already seen it. As it turns out, he'd been chatting with someone, but I decided to not question him. I wasn't sure how to react because I didn't even get a chance to know he was texting. On the other end, I saw a touching story here of how someone found out her husband was cheating, and I decided to contact the hacker he recommended through a link she posted.
What is this?
Oh,
shit?
this is some cyber thing I'm reading.
You
I
jackass.
thought,
You dork.
see what this guy wrote. This kid from my gym. He wrote, "You need to contact Dr. Phil."
That's funny.
I thought this was like a serious question. You want to critique my physique?
Yeah, we'll critique him.
Ooh, I just saw your face fucking get all. Okay, Chris, here we go. So I actually know Chris, believe it or not. Chrissy boy.
Oh, it looks like he has big legs and a smaller upper body. He's got gray legs.
Yeah, that's actually crazy that his legs are that size for his size because he doesn't look, he's not a tall guy.
His arms are relatively small.
Yeah, it's kind of the problem that I had too as a bodybuilder. Tiny, tiny.
He looks good. I just think he needs to grow his upper body.
Yeah, Chris, I would definitely start adding in like I don't know if
you're a little more conditioned.
Yeah, I would definitely do like another upper body day a week.
I would add in some RP strength training, code mutant for the app.
But it looks like his chest, shoulders, and arms are where. But he's got round, gnarly fucking quads though.
Yeah, his quads are really good.
You know, Chris, I just overall mass, man. It looks like your conditioning's actually there, dude. I definitely
you could see a little more.
No, yeah, but I'm saying his conditioning up here is a lot leaner than it is in his lower because his legs are much bigger than his upper body. I mean, he's got the body parts. He's just got to bring some up. His legs
Just
are
bring
great.
them up, honestly.
I mean, are we giving out numbers or we're just giving out critiques? Or do you want to throw out a number?
We can throw out a number too.
What do you want the scale to be?
1 to 5.
1 to 5. 5 being like pro status.
Well, yeah, he's not a pro, obviously.
No, I'm saying, but that's so 5 would be the equivalent of like almost turning pro or pro.
Yeah, I don't think he's there yet. So I'm going to give him a 2.8.
Okay. Fair. I was actually going to say 2.5. So but 2.8 because I thought he was about halfway there.
I think he's just below 3.
Okay. 2.8 and 2.5. Now remember, guys, on a scale of 1 to 5. This isn't a 10-point scale, so let's not get all fucking.
Yeah, 1 to 5. 1 to 5.
Not getting all fucking 2.5, you motherfuckers.
5 being the highest.
We got a 5-star rating here. So it's 1 star, 2 star, 2.5 star.
I rate my shit like I rate my movies.
Rate my physique. 20 years
Another
old,
one.
5'4", 150.
153 pounds. You need size.
Actually, this kid looks pretty fucking good.
Oh,
For
he
him.
looks pretty beefy.
Well, he's got,
That's
for 153 something pounds, he got a little bubbly. That's
How
it.
tall is he?
5'3". He was short. He said.
Has he competed? What's going on?
He's only 20 years old.
Good for him, man. That's awesome.
Is that a thing to like put your age in your bio?
I never did, but I think like if you're, I don't know, trying to come up in the ranks or whatever, or start competing, it kind of adds maybe like, oh, he's 20, you know, he's bigger than I thought.
Yeah,
Type of thing.
I mean, there's not really much to go off of here. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's no stage shots. There's not much.
Well, I'll tell you this: for 20 years old, you're ahead of most of the curve. If that's what you want to know. For 20 years old,
It's hard to rate it though, because I don't. There's no stage for me.
no, I'm not going to rate him, but I'll tell him that at 20 years old, he's
You're
ahead of
killing it.
a lot of 20-year-old people. That's for sure.
Yeah, at 20 years old, you're killing it.
Yeah, Dave. For 20 years old, you're doing something right because I didn't even
Keep
compete at 20.
doing you, Dave.
Let's see. How do you deal with constantly comparing yourself to others on social media?
I honestly, I really don't anymore.
Okay. Did you at one point?
I learned to just play my own game.
Did you at one point?
Yeah,
In what way? Are you talking about bodybuilder or just like life or money or?
More so life now because I love bodybuilding. Obviously, this is what I do, but I like to look at where people are at in life, and I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah.
Like that's my goal. But I don't compare it in like a negative way to where like I'm jealous or I'm hating. It's kind of more like a motivation, like, oh no shit, like I want to that's my goal. Like I want to get there one day,
nothing's better than seeing your friends do well and seeing your friends support you. It's fucking awesome.
It's like, like I like to look at Matt's life, I like to look at, Dom's life and see where they're at. And I'm like, yo, man, because I knew Matt for a while, so to see him where he was and where he's at now, like it's really fucking cool, man. And I'm like, that's the end goal right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you this. One of the best compliments I've ever gotten was from your coach.
I know I remember this.
I don't think I told you. I didn't tell you on the podcast. I think I told you in person. But
yeah,
when you guys came over here for the first Arnold back in 2020 in March, when like the first time you were at my house.
Yeah.
And they were all here. Matt was like, yo, show me your house. And I'm like, okay. Like I usually, like, unless people ask to see my house, I'm not somebody that's like, hey, you want to see? Because I just feel weird. Like I don't
want to see my crib.
Go walk around, go through everything. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We were in my room. I was showing him the bathroom, the closet. And then as we're walking out of the bathroom, this sounds like a love story. He's like, hey man. I'm like, what's up? He goes, bro, he's like, you did it, man. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you made it, dude. He's like, I'm fucking proud of you. I was like, what? I go, what do you mean? He goes, you don't realize the guys that I coach and the people that I know, he goes, and they don't even have remotely what you have. He goes, and I know like you might look at it like you don't have a ton of shit. He's like, but bro, he's like house, car. He's like, you got your dog. He's like, you got a beautiful setup here. He's like, you made it, bro. He's like, and you might not know that, and maybe nobody said it.
And you know what? That's something I need to learn to like value more because I think I'm always striving for the next best thing, right? So like, I get it all the time, it's like, Maria tells me, like, you ever just sink in, where you're at in life? And I'm like, no. It's like I'm, knock on wood, but even like with this house I'm gonna own, it's like, okay, what's next? Like, but if you really think about it, Matt's right. Like in the bodybuilding industry, to have cars, to have to own a house and all, it is. I don't want to say it's rare, but it's not the most common thing.
Well, how's this, Nick? How many people do you know? Take the people we know outside or the inside bodybuilding. Take them out of the equation, right? How many people you know are able to buy the things they want, live the life they live, doing something that they actually love, without answering to anybody else.
Not many.
So it's almost like we might not be multi-fucking billionaires, but my life value and the stress and like the
It's
quality of
very
life
you're
and my
that's very
freedom
true too.
and
We're living life.
yeah, dude, like we might not be making them, $3 million, $5 million a year, but like we're doing pretty damn well. And
We're
like,
living a life to where it's you wake up in the morning and there's nothing to worry about.
no. And I think part of the reason why I've never stopped and did what you did and been like, wow, I accomplished all this because I never want to get
Comfortable.
complacent and being like, oh, I did all this. Like that's like, oh, that's enough.
I'm there. I get
Like
that.
I'm good. Like this is where I'm at is okay. Like I don't need to hustle anymore. Bro, I hustle my balls off and I'm by my fucking self.
Every day, bro.
Yeah, I got
Every day.
nobody living here with me. I got no kids. It's me and my fucking two dogs,
Yep.
you know? Um, Worst post-show rebound you've experienced.
Uh Honestly, none. All mine were really good.
You never gained a ton of weight after a show.
I have, but it looked good. So it's you know what I mean? So it's like I never got fat.
Really?
No.
If I showed you pictures of what I looked like the day after my first show in 2003,
Really.
I
Like
ate.
I would say my worst one maybe was after my first Olympia where I did get really watery, but
Did you really?
it came right off.
Really?
Yeah.
Like right off how
What?
fast?
So it was like, but it's not like within like 2 days I was up like so much weight, but it was over a week time. But once I got back on diet, I lost like 15 pounds immediately.
Really?
Yeah. That's why when people are like, "Oh my god," man, it's like just get back on a fucking diet, man.
Let me see if this pulls up. I'm trying to find a picture of my first show. If I can't find one, I'll send it to you. Because I posted a picture of that and then right after. Dude, I ate. I'm not even lying to you, Nick. I ate 26. Actually, it'll be even funnier. Can you see the screen yet or no?
No, you took it off.
I did. Hold on. Actually, it doesn't matter. I want to see what do you think the price was of a burger in 2003?
For what?
At what do you think the price of a McDonald's hamburger was in 2003?
98 cents.
98 cents. So still
Yeah.
under a dollar.
Yeah.
Well, in 2005, it was $1.19.
Fuck.
How much did a Big Mac cost in 2002? 239.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So okay. So I ordered $26 in McDonald's because it was the only thing open in West Virginia, and it was my first show ever. Dieted for, had no idea what
That
to
fucked
do.
you up.
It fucked me up. Fucked me up, bro. I got home the next day. I got so fucking in pain from eating that I literally couldn't even drive my car. I felt like I was drunk. Couldn't even I was in the fetal position in my passenger seat of my Bronco too. While my cousin drove 9 hours from West Virginia home. And I got home the next day, and I had to be home the next day because it was my grandfather's, God rest his soul, my dad's father's 80th surprise birthday party for his father. And or no, 70th. I'm sorry, not 80th. 70th. And I had to be there for it. And I gained like, dude, I didn't even look like I did a bodybuilding show. It was that bad. Horrible. Like fucking disgusting, gross. Like couldn't even get back in shape if I tried within 2 days. It was
Really?
bad. It was horrible. It was
Fuck.
absolutely fucking disgusting. Yeah, I was a fat fuck. But we'll get a couple more in and then we'll fucking call it a day.
One more.
One more, make it good.
Man, one more, make it good.
Make it good. Let's go. All right. Today was good. I think this was needed, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
I like when we just do it, me and you.
Oh, you love me.
I do.
You don't that if you can't no.
Little shithead.
He's chili okay as an all-season meal. I add it in spaghetti. Yeah, that's fine. Worst post show reel. We already did that.
I know people that eat spaghetti and prep.
Spaghetti's great.
Yeah.
Um, there you go. What's the first thing you're gonna do after winning the O? That's for you.
Um, well, I'll be in Florida, I guess. So,
We're
I
going
want
to
to take.
Disney.
I do. I honestly want to take everyone to Disney.
Really?
I love Disney, bro.
So should I extend my trip?
Sunday, my plan when I win, my plan is to get up. I want to go do my cardio because I'm probably gonna need it. I want to go have a big breakfast and then go to Disney.
You're gonna be a main attraction.
Yeah, I know. And then I want to plan like a nice dinner for, me, my family, you, Matt, and just kind of kick back and, relax.
Can we start hashtagging? I'm going to Disney.
I'm going to Disney. Has, hashtag going to Disney.
It's like subtly I'm winning the O.
I
Hashtag
know.
I'm winning. I'm going to Disney.
Hashtag winning the O. Hashtag I'm going to Disney.
Um, this is a good question. I'm shopping for a business, and I'm moving cases of items such as 50-pound bags of dry goods like rice, beans, etc., and 90 to 100 pounds or 90 pounds of meat boxes to the register to my delivery truck. Does that count as cardio for the day?
I
I
don't know.
want to see what you're going to say.
I wouldn't say for the day, but I think it does count. Yeah.
Count as far as, so if he had to do
If you're
30 minutes,
walking around with fucking 50 bags, what is it, 50-pound bags, and you're walking around with this back and forth, we'll just say, 6 to 8 hours out of the day, I would count that as cardio, yes.
yeah. So for me, unless like, even when I was prepping and I would do yard work, I'd be outside for 5 or 6 hours, moving around the entire, like,
I count that.
I don't. And this is
Really?
why I don't. I never did. I never added in food. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right. So I'm not saying I'm right. So
I know.
everything's going to jump down my throat. Well, you didn't add in calories. I was always the guy that was like, in order for it to be cardio, it's got to be consistent moving, not like taking a
I
bath,
get that.
dumping
I
it,
get that.
putting it on, and walking here and grabbing a box and moving a couple steps and dumping it. Like, yes, does it get your heart rate up, but it's not consistent cardio. Does it burn calories? Yes. Does it burn the same calories as doing consistent cardio for 30?
Well, yeah, it's like yesterday, right? Yesterday was my off day. I got up, I did my cardio, and then me and Maria literally walked around for like 3 hours. Do I count that as like cardio per se? I mean, I wouldn't say it's cardio, but it does something to keep the body moving and
Oh
grooving.
no, but
You know
would
what
you
I'm
not
saying?
have, no, the point is, I think
But I wouldn't do less cardio than what I'm
that's
supposed
what
to
he's,
do.
that's my point.
Like if Matt says you need to do, I don't know, an hour cardio, and then Maria goes, let's go walk around the mall. I'm not going to shorten that because I'm going to
Okay.
go do that.
That's what I wanted to know. I
Yeah.
wanted to know if, like, you walked around all day and you still had 30 minutes to do at night, would you be like, well, I just walked around for 3 hours at the mall. I don't got to do my 30 minutes.
I just say I'm getting my steps in.
That's okay. Then that's that. Then me and you are on the same page. So
Okay.
cardio and steps, if we're going to put it in categorize it like that, aren't the same thing.
No, I think cardio is just like extra activity.
Yes.
So
You mean you mean steps is extra activity?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I agree. Do you want to do one more?
No.
You done?
Feeding time.
All right. So just so you guys know, we had a podcast planned, and then all the stuff happened today, and obviously being 9/11, and then Currey passed away, and we figured we'd hop on here, and we never have a game plan, but we didn't want to have a guest. We wanted it to be an intimate setting, me and him, and just talk about real life shit. And listen, at the end of the day, I know we joke around, we fuck around, we curse, we laugh, we bust balls, but maybe we could just be a little more nicer moving forward, and just appreciate each other, because the more we see is that tomorrow somebody else could be gone. It's been a sad couple years in bodybuilding. Every time it seems another page turns in the day that somebody else is passing away. So it's 9/11 today. Like I said earlier, I think one of my most favorite memories of America was the day after. 9/11, because I think that's the time where we came together as as a unity, as one. And I think we need more of that, not just in bodybuilding, but overall. So like me and Nick said, if you guys are in a tough spot, reach out to somebody. Reach out to a friend, a family member, reach out to one of us. Somebody is always there and got your back. And myself, the mouth with my man, my troublemaker, my Mr. O, my Mr. I'm going to Disney.
Going to Disney.
I appreciate your time. I know you're getting ready for the O, and I know these get annoying to do to
No,
times.
I just like to be on a time schedule,
I know he gets anxious and fidgety, and I said no more than an hour and a half, and we're already 9:38, but we did start it not at 8:08, so this is just at an hour and a half. So
this guy.
so we started at 8:09. It is 9:38, so it's been an hour and a half. That's all you guys get of Nick Walker pre-contest. So until next week, I love you guys. Mutant in the Mouth podcast signing off once again. Assalamu alaikum. We're out.